What's going on, y'all? Lionhead 33 here. UFC Shanghai just wrapped up. Now, I'm only going to go over the two fights that I was really here to see, even though there were some other fights that kind of stood out to me as the card went on. A lot of guys that I just straight up didn't know their name, but a fight is a fight. But we're going to talk about the Aljamain Sterling and Brian Ortega fight. And then we're going to talk about Johnny Walker Red. Johnny Walker. He named after my grandfather's favorite drink. I rest his soul. Johnny Walker beating Ming Yang, which I didn't see coming. Let's start with Ming Yang and Johnny Walker. I mean, listen. So Johnny Walker is a hell of a physical specimen. Pause before you even start. Right? Johnny Walker is a big dude. Just looking at him, it looks like he got potential, but it's hard for me to take him serious. I mean, I look at him like a goofy type dude. He's a goofy to me. The celebrations, everything about Johnny Walker, no disrespect, but it might come off that way. It's hard for me to take him serious as the imposing monster that he kind of looks like he could be if he had a little bit more of a mean streak in him. I mean, he is a fighter that's willing to jump into a cage and be locked in there with another killer, so let's give him all his props. But he's been on the wrong side of too many UFC memes, too many funny knockouts. I mean, the way Jamal Hill knocked him out and he caught the Holy Ghost before he fell out. The way I remember the one where he got knocked out like a handful of times in one fight, kept getting up, and the way the little video meme went, you kept hearing the Windows shutdown button every time. Like, it's hard for me to take Johnny Walker serious. And when you're going against somebody like Ming Yang, who has 100% finish rate in the first round, all of his wins came in the first round, I thought Ming Yang was going to get this goofy dude out of here. But once again, the hometown, or even better yet, home country curse strikes again. There's a high percentage of fighters who do not perform well or lose their fights when the home turf is theirs. It's like there is no home field advantage in the UFC, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, a lot of people were concerned about Brian Ortega after he missed weight to where they had to do a catch weight. But when he walked out for that face-off against Aljamain Sterling, he didn't look too good. And I'm pretty sure a lot of money shifted towards Aljamain Sterling with the Vegas betting lines as soon as that face-off happened. But truth be told, Brian Ortega didn't do as bad as we thought. They went all 5 rounds, but he lost. I take that back. He got back in the 4th, but it goes to show if he had the energy, Brian should have had his foot on the gas from the jump. Because when he stopped playing timid, when he started moving or fighting with some urgency, he hurt Aljo in that last round. And Aljo was on his back pedal so much that Herb Dean had to tell him, hey, I do not want to see you keep retreating this whole round. Stand your ground and fight. Now, Aljo looked good out there. We didn't see too much wrestling and ground game as we thought we would. Aljo's jab looked really nice in this fight. There was a few times he popped him with that jab. I was like, ooh. It was nice. It was beautiful. But Ortega, I felt like if he would have been fighting with some more urgency earlier in the fight, I think he might have could have got Aljo out of there, to be honest. But, he played reserve until his coach gave him the word, and he ended up losing by decision. Aljo had the nerve to call out Volk. Like, I like Aljo. It's another goofy guy to me, but I do like Aljo, but I don't think you're on the caliber or ready for somebody like Volk. I feel like Volk could tear you up on the feet, and Volk could definitely tear that ass up on the ground. Pause. Okay, you got me. Pause. But I don't see Aljo being able to handle Volk. Best chance would be to wrestle Volk and see if you can out-wrestle him. But that's a strong, short dude right there. I mean, Volk is Volk, and I don't think Aljo's ready for Volk. Anyway, man, I'm not going to go too far in the UFC Shanghai past the 2 fights that I actually cared about. But next week, we get to see Act 1 of the Chimaev sweepstakes. Brahalo versus Imavov goes down next week in France. Ooh, after what I just said, are we going to put money on Caio? Because Imavov is in his home country of France, I believe, right? Am I right? I think so. I think Imavov that's his home turf. And I just said home turf fighters don't do too well. Let the record show. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Y'all correct me in the comments. I have no problem with that. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking Imavov is repping France or from France. Meaning, I don't know. I was gonna bet on Kyle already. Them fighting nerds are hard to bet against. The fighting nerds are hard to bet against. But I was gonna put money on Kyle already. But knowing that this might be home turf for Nasruddin, I'm really looking for the streak to continue. Home field advantage is not home field advantage. And Kyle Brahalo putting his name in big to fight Chimaev next. I feel like the UFC is kind of leaning that way already. If not, definitely Ranier de Ritter. You can kind of tell. Feels like they might be shifting energy towards that too. UFC Noche is coming up. Your boy will be there in person. So make sure y'all come back and check out the footage that I'm be able to, the footage that I'm going to gather and post up my experience. I ain't got the best seats, but I'm going to be there. They never come to Texas without your boy being there. And I've been on TV every time I've been to a UFC event. So make sure y'all watch and see if y'all can spot your boy on camera. Hoping to meet Tracy Cortez. It's UFC Noche. I feel like she's going to be there. Tracy, if you're there, your boy just want a picture. You're beautiful. Anyway, y'all, it's Lionhead Sports. I'll see y'all next time. Keep your hands up. Protect your neck.